Hope's Home is a wonderful place, and it really is named appropriately because Hope's Home is a home. And when you walk in the front doors, it's a place of miracles, it's a place of hope, and it's a place of dreams come true. We have so many people that walk through our front door every day, from our children to the parents, to the paratransit driver, to the corporate donor who walks through and says, this place really does feel like home. And that's something we strive for at Hope's Home, is to make sure that everyone feels welcome and feels a part of our family. Hope's Home is an inclusive daycare, and that means that everybody's welcome. Though we care for medically fragile children, we care for the whole family. So we welcome children with diverse medical needs, and we're able to meet their needs here, but we also welcome their siblings. So the brothers and sisters get to come and play at Hope's Home and be a part of the family. Because of our philosophy of integration, we have welcomed kids from the community to come and be a part of Hope's Home. And it's awesome because we provide such a unique service with the nursing staff here, with our educators and with our developmental workers, making sure all the milestones are met, their growth and development needs of our children with medical needs are met. Physio's done, occupational therapy's done here, speech therapy's done. But the great thing about inclusion is that children will learn from children. And in this environment that's set up so medically safe for them, they can play in a safe environment and they will learn to walk and learn to talk because their little buddy can. And we can do all the therapies we want, but we have found the greatest success is because our center is integrated and we accept all children with all needs.
As an educator, I love Hope's Home because I love kids. And Hope's Home is a place where kids can be kids regardless of their medical conditions. It's just so exciting to see children celebrate what it means to be a kid, to play, to make friends, to learn, to grow, to develop. And it's the type of environment, the type of place where any child can thrive, regardless of any ability or need or whatever. It's just a place where kids can be kids and thrive. Our kids need more space. We've got a lot of extra equipment so that we can be an inclusive center, so we have to adapt our environment to meet the needs of our children. Our children come in all different shapes and sizes. They come with a lot of different equipment than a typical child would. So with our standing frames, walkers, our specialized chairs, with the wheelchairs, and with children needing to lay out and stretch and do physios, we need a lot more floor space than other typical daycare centers. A perfect day at Hope's Home would be one that we can spend together as a big family, laughing and hugging and painting and making a big mess and celebrating someone's birthday and singing and going outside and just enjoying life and enjoying each other, I think.
Nursing at Hope's Home is a lot different than nursing in a hospital or an institutional setting. A lot of the treatments and procedures that we do for our children can often be scary or uncomfortable. And the difference here is that after it's all said and done, we get to hug them and love them and bring that anxiety level down for them in a way that you don't get to do if you're just a nurse in a hospital. Not just taking care of their medical needs, but following them through their lives and watching them grow and achieve and overcome obstacles that they came with in the first place.
To be the hands and feet of a child, I believe is helping those children do things that they couldn't do on their own. So we do their physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. It pushes them a lot farther. There's children that were told they would never walk or talk ever in their lives, and seeing other children doing it, it makes them want to try harder. It makes them go that extra leap and bound and to get there themselves. A child reaching a goal when they were told they could never walk or talk or anything in that manner is the most unbelievable experience in the world. One of the children was told that, and she walks in one day with a walker, and it is the most, I can't even describe the feeling. It's the overwhelming joy of seeing this child making this experience and doing this thing that they never thought was possible. It's basically just like a little miracle, and it makes you feel all the joy in the world.
We looked around at different daycares, and a lot of them refused to take Ethan because he was so complex medically. It was really hard for us to find childcare. That's where I met Jackie, and she had 4 children at the time. And I just had a connection with her right away. I couldn't believe that someone would take my kid. We give those parents that break that they need, a chance to live a normal life. Other families get to access daycare with children with typical needs, so why can't medical children do the same? Our fees are the exact same as any other daycare. We access every funding grant that we can find out there, anything that's possible. We find whatever we can get and we fundraise for these children to come here.
We are the first medical daycare not only in Regina and not only in our province of Saskatchewan, but we are the first in Canada. And the dream was started just as a dream to meet a gap in care, not having any idea how profoundly big this dream really is. And so as we get calls from across the province and across our country, Hope's Home really has a passion and a dream to advocate for the children that are medically fragile and their families in our province and in our country, and we hope to grow across our province and our country over the next few years. The children at Hope's Home, they're a group of little people who are growing up without prejudice. They're a little group of people who are growing up with a heart of empathy and compassion, and I believe they're children that will change the future of how we view people with diverse needs.